Hello and welcome back to this series of how to make videos. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a counting stick. It's really aimed at teachers and teaching assistants. I'm not suggesting that pupils would make one of these. You can make a rigid one. I'm going to show you how to make one that folds away for easy storage. I'm going to be using my favourite material, Corex. I'm going to use the thicker Corex sheet, 4mm thick, and we're going to cut some strips up. I don't actually measure the width, I just count the number of holes, and these strips have all got 5 complete holes running through them. The flutes are running lengthwise for all of the strips. It's very easy to cut Corex lengthwise in line with the groove. Ordinarily I would insist that people use a cutting mat, a safety ruler when using a sharp scalpel, but when you're cutting with the grooves, as long as you keep your fingers out of the way, so here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the blade is actually contained by the flute, and you just slide it down. And cutting strips is very simple. To cut them to length, again you could use a craft knife, you could use card cutting scissors, but when I'm making lots of these I use this office guillotine. This particular one I think I've had for 30 odd years. Very useful piece of equipment. So let's get back to making one of these counting sticks. This one has got 12 along. In this country that was a recent initiative to instead of having one that has count to 10, teachers were asked to have counting sticks that count to 12. Got 3 pieces here, one piece 50 centimetres long, one piece 40 centimetres long, and one piece 35 centimetres long. On the 50 centimetre long piece I'm going to score it 15 centimetres from one end. So I'm going to use a cutting mat and safety ruler to do this, and I'm just going to cut the surface, taking care not to cut all the way through. And one of the properties of Corex, it hinges really nicely, as you can see there. On the 40 we're going to score it a little over 4 centimetres. It's about 4.3 centimetres from the end. So again, use a safety ruler and a cutting mat. Take care not to cut all the way through. And just fold that. And the 35 we don't have to score, we're just using that unscored. These pieces are still the same width, 5 complete holes, and they're all 10 centimetres long. So to assemble our counting frame, before I continue, if you're going to make a rigid one, then obviously you don't do these scoring here. And you can link the pieces together using pieces of 4mm dowel pushed into the holes. Can you see that? And then they can be used, if you put a dab of glue on as well to make it even stronger, and they can be used to link the strips together. So that's how you can make a rigid one. So going back to our folding version, we get the 50 piece here and join it onto the 40 there. Have you got that? And there we are. So there's the 50 there, there's the fold there. Okay. And now we can start gluing on the red pieces. So this is the 50 here. I'm going to use a glue gun. We simply glue that one on the end there. and then use another piece as a spacer, and then glue another piece on there, and that should take you up to the fold. It doesn't matter if it's a few millimetres out, no one's going to notice. So that one goes there. Be careful that you don't actually go over the fold. So have you got that so far? Next, we use the spacer again, and we put another piece here. So we're going to join these together using the red piece. There we are. So are you with me so far? And then we can carry on. Use the spacer again to get the next one in, and then that should take you up to the next fold. So there, that's where we are so far. We're now going to put the 35 piece onto the end here. Again, use the spacer so it's going to be glued on with the fold there. Again, I don't know if you can see, I'm zigzagging the hot glue. Put that one on like that. Okay, we've nearly finished. Use another spacer. There we go. And we need one there, and I haven't got the right number of strips, so here we go. There's a good opportunity to show you can cut for millimetre corex with card cutting scissors. There's a spacer there, and then that one's going to be glued there. Here we go, and that's our finished foldable counting stick. Thanks for watching.